Welcome to Accessible Computer Podcast. Today I'm going to demonstrate Twitterific, an app which helps us to access Twitter in a very accessible way with Voiceover in iPhones. Of course, lots of people prefer to use the native Twitter app, but in Twitter, this app made by iFactory, I think we've got many actions and very much handier than is in a native Twitter app. I'm not here to make any comparison between these two apps, but I want to present Twitterific and to show you how to perform specific tasks. I receive some questions and I would like to give a response for all of this, and also the answers are available in the blog article which is connected with the podcast episode. I've got my iPhone X connected to my mixer and I will open Twitterific app.
Twitterific. Sidebar. Closed button.
I've got my account already connected. If you have not used yet Twitterific, you can download the app from the link which is in the blog article. And once you have downloaded the
Screen dimmed. Home.
The app, you have to log in with your Twitter credentials in order to use the app. Once you are logged in, you have on the top a sidebar.
App. Sidebar. Closed button.
I have a very long timeline here, so probably I've got about 1,000 tweets in here. But in order to go on the top of the page in Twitterific, I touch with 4 fingers the top of the screen, and here is the sidebar. And
Screen dim. Home.
If I flick left to right, I have home.
Compose button.
Compose button.
Search field.
A search field.
Center stage button.
And center stage.
Mathematical script capital D. Mathematical script small r. Mathematical script small y. Web readable. Make sure your products and services stay revolutionized. Find out how to identify your customers' needs and define. Joe Steinkamp, the 50 best move. Neil Milliken, leaders. Joe Stein. Web
Okay,
readable.
so
Mathematical script. Center stage button.
There is my timeline with the latest tweets received. Home is quite obvious, is the page where we are now, containing our timeline. And
Mathematical script center search field. Compose button.
Compose. If I hit compose, I can
Text field is editing. Word mode. Insertion point at start.
I can create a tweet. Here is an edit field. If I flick left to right,
Change accounts currently. Accessible compo. Dimmed button.
this is my account. I don't want to change the account. In case of having more than one account on Twitterific, you can change the account what you want to use in order to send a tweet.
Attach photo or video button.
Attach photo or video is not the case.
Search for user button.
Search for user. If I hit double tap in this button,
Text field is editing. Search for user. Word mode.
I
Insertion
can
point at start.
search for a user. Let's type here.
Y. Yankee. U. P. A. T. T. R. U.
So I type a name,
Search.
one of my friends, and at the bottom right side of the keyboard, because at the bottom half of the screen is a keyboard, on-screen keyboard. So
Screen dimmed.
at the bottom right is a search button. One finger double tap on it.
Search.
And
RLP.
now
True. True button.
this is the result for my
True. Word mode. Insertion point at end.
result. So the username of my friend is added now into the tweet body. So it starts with the
Attach photo or video button.
username of my friend.
Search for user button. Save tweet as draft button. Attach location button.
You can save a tweet as a draft if you want to send it later. Attach location.
271 characters remaining button.
It says here how many characters remain.
271. Q. Quebec. 271.
Okay, and then you can hear when it says Q.
Q. W.
Actually,
Whiskey.
here is my keyboard.
True.
Okay, so
Text field is editing. True. Word mode. Insertion point at end.
it says it's editing.
Dictate button.
And I can use the dictate feature here, so I'll double tap in here. Hi friend, exclamation mark, how are you, question mark.
Inserted. Hi friend. How are you?
And now I'll
Close button.
go on the top,
Tweet button.
and here is the button tweet. And when I'll double tap on the tweet button, you hear a little ding.
Notification. Sidebar. Closed button.
Okay, so I've sent the tweet. This is a direct tweet because I used only this friend of mine.
Messages button.
But if I want to send a direct message, I can use the bottom of the interface where is a menu containing
Likes button. Mentions button. Selected. Home button.
So it's home,
Mentions button.
mentions,
Likes button.
likes,
Messages button.
messages,
My tweets button.
my tweets.
Messages. Likes. Mentions button.
Home is selected.
Selected. Home button.
It's containing.
Viral Council. Planning your next accessible adventure in Viral. The accessible app could help. It covers
Okay,
hotels,
so this
restaurants.
is
Selected. Home.
the last tweet what I have in my timeline, probably the number 1000. Just after last tweet is this home button, home tab, which is selected.
Mentions button.
Mentions, where I can see when other followers mention my tweet to their lists.
Likes button.
Likes, where is a list with all the tweets what I liked.
Messages button.
Messages.
Selected. Messages.
If I double tap in this one.
RLP. LevTech. Are you around? The 10th of July 2000.
Here.
Blind Live. LevTech. RLP. True. To follows. Compose button.
It is a list of received direct messages. I can also compose here. If I hit compose in this
RLP.
button on top.
Charles Nyott. Thanks. Robert Kinjet. Can you share this sidebar? Closed button. Messages. Compose button.
Compose, if I'll compose.
Compose. Select recipient.
So I can select the recipient.
Closed button. Search users. Search field. RLP. True. True. RLP. True. 4 days ago. Blind bargains.
Okay.
Class of accessible computer. To follows. RLP.
I'll
True.
choose this
4 days
one.
ago. Blind bargain. Text field is editing. Address 10%. Or text field. Search button. Classifies 11-inch MacBook Air $450. Heading level 1. Main
Okay,
landmark.
I think I press double tap again and actually the link what my friend sent as a direct message has been opened, and
Screen
here
dimmed.
is a web page.
Close button. Blind bargains. Link. Close button.
I'll double tap on close,
RLP.
and
True.
now I'm back
RLP.
into the list.
Close button.
I'll hit close
Sidebar.
again.
Closed button. Messages. Compose button. RLP. True. To follows.
Yes.
Open profile. Mark unread.
If I flick up and down on this friend,
Open profile.
open profile,
Mark unread.
mark unread,
Delete thread.
delete.
Activate. Default. Open
Activate.
profile.
Let's say open profile,
Close button.
because in this way I can see how many followers this friend have, and also I can double check if this particular user follow me or not.
Header button. Avatar button. RLP. True. Teacher. Assistive technology for T-Flow. Row button. Arid. Romania button. Posted 5 days ago. Joined February 2010.
Okay, so his last post
Following you.
is following me.
2,353 tweets button.
He posted to
Following you. 2,353 tweets button.
2,300 tweets.
Mentions button.
Mentions
Following 394 button.
is following
220. Following 394 button.
394,
224 followers button.
224
Following 224 followers button.
followers.
Likes button.
Likes,
Following button.
following. If I want to unfollow this friend, this button here is a toggle button. So if I hit
Follow. Unfollowed. Follow
unfollowed,
button.
and now was transformed in follow button. I'll hit again, double tap.
Followed. Message button.
Here I can send a message.
Mention button.
Here I can mention him.
Actions button.
And action is not a button useful
Alert.
for
Open user page button. Manage and lists button.
if I want to create a list with favorites users. I can create a list, and I can add this guy into a list.
Turn off retweets button.
Turn off retweets.
Muffle user button.
Muffled user. Muffled user. It is a kind of mute, or if you want to make a user to not populate your timeline with hundreds and hundreds of tweets.
Mute user button.
Mute user. This will mute totally the user, so you receive no notification when this user will post something.
Cancel button.
Cancel.
Close button.
Okay.
Header button. RLP.
Coaching.
True. At all true.
So I'm going again on the bottom.
My tweets button.
Down now
Selected messages button.
is still selected messages. If I'll
My tweets button.
go to the fifth one, my
Selected my tweets. Accessible computer dealing with attachments in Outlook using JAWS. Accessiblecomputer.co.uk/dealing with
here
the 24th of March
is,
via WordPress.com.
one
Actions
of my
available.
tweets.
Accessible.
If I want to search for a user,
Compose button. Search field.
I can use this search field. Double
Search
tap
field
on
is
it,
editing. Word mode. Insertion point at start.
and I can type here the user.
Center stage button. Search field.
But once
Compose button.
I was
Search field.
searched for,
Search field is editing. Word mode.
once I
Insertion point at start.
inserted a search term,
Dictate button. Search. Dimmed.
I've got here a search button on the keyboard, bottom right. Now it's dimmed because I didn't write anything there.
Sidebar. Closed button.
I'll close
Sidebar.
this.
Opened. Accessible compu.
Also, another way to see details about a user or to perform other actions is to expand the sidebar.
Home. 14 unread button.
Here, as you can hear, homepage contained 14 unseen items.
Profile button.
Profile.
Accessible compu.
The sidebar contain my username.
Profile button.
Profile, where I can see details about my profile.
Home. 14 unread button. Mentions. 1 unread button.
Mentions.
Messages button.
Messages.
Likes button.
Likes.
Search button.
Search.
Muffles button.
Muffles.
Extras heading.
And here in extras heading are settings and all sorts of adjustments for Twitterific.
Tip jar button.
This one is a button where you can pay a subscription to Twitterific if you want to pay for it.
Accounts button.
Accounts.
Theme button.
Theme, you can have a dark theme if you want.
Settings button.
Settings button.
Settings button.
Double tap on settings.
Done button.
To explore the settings.
Sync reading position button.
Sync reading position.
Web browser button.
Web browser.
Presentation button.
Presentation.
Automatically refresh timelines. Automatically refresh timelines on. Keep timelines pinned to top. Keep timelines pinned to top off. Help button. Version 5.20.6 752. About button. Version 5.20.6 752.
So I've got the version 5
About
here.
button. About button. Help button. Version 5.20. Help button.
Oh, it's a help button.
Help. Settings. Back button. Toggle light/dark theme. Swipe left. Bullet. Dismiss a pop-up view by dragging when composing a tweet. Heading level 2. Bullet. Lists are. Attach the latest photo in your camera roll. Bullet. Remove an image attachment. Tap the image you'd like to remove. Bullet.
Here, Terrific Knowledge Base, it is a website provided by the manufacturer where you can find out answers for the frequent questions. And
Terms of use. Link.
are over 60 questions and answers there where you can learn more about how to use Twitter.
Settings. Back button.
I'll hit back button on settings.
Settings. Back button. Sync reading position. Button. Done. Button.
Done.
Done. Sidebar. Closed. Button. My tweets.
And now I'm
Sidebar. Closed. My tweets. Compose. Button. Search field. Compose. Button.
I'm in the My Tweets tab. I have to go on the bottom to choose Home. In this area with the lower menu, I've got the My Tweets
Screen dimmed.
tab
Messages.
selected.
Button. Likes. Button. Mentions. Button. Home. Button.
I'll go to Home.
Selected.
Double tap.
Home. GD's in the East. We liked. Owen Kennedy. Mornings
And
like this are
now-
mine. Owen Kennedy. Mornings like this. Sidebar. Closed. Button.
Just after Stage
Home.
Center.
Compose. Button. Search field. Center stage. Button.
Center Stage.
Trish Fowley at Art&IB. Recently an acquaintance said she could. Center stage. Button.
Okay, so here is my timeline. What is Center Stage? In Center Stage, you can see only the tweets which contain some media files, like pictures, videos, links, and so ever. So if you don't want to read tweets which are not
Screen dim.
containing this kind of elements, you can use the Center Stage. Other way, under the Center Stage, you can read all tweets, including those which does not contain any link or media file. Purely they are on text only.
Twitterific.
In a few words, Twitterific allows me as a blind person, as a voiceover user, to do pretty anything in the app. I can search for users, I can access the media what various users sends
Screen dimmed.
on Twitter using Twitterific. Also, I can see details about users. I can create lists. I can post myself tweets, direct messages, or tweets for everyone. Also, it is a possibility to bring into a photo a alternative text to have a bit of description about the picture while you post. Altogether, I think Twitterific is a great app. Also, this app is available for Mac, which I hope I will demonstrate soon as well. If you have questions, or if you want to discuss more about this, or purely if you want to follow me on Twitter, just go in your Twitterific and search for Accessible Compu, capital A, CCESSIBLE, capital COMPU, Accessible Compu. This is my username on Twitter, and follow me. I'll follow you back and hope to open a thread there discussing about Twitter, discussing about any other kind of assistive technology, because why not? Twitter is a very powerful platform. It's a mini blogging platform where information concised could be published and easily discovered through the search area. Until next time, don't forget, for any questions, drop me an email, office@accessiblecomputer.co.uk, or ring me, why not, 077 88 24 11 25. Now I'm waiting to receive from your Twitterific the first new tweet. Bye!